Warning. The following program contains strong fucking language.
Viewer discretion is fucking advised.
We watched a fucking movie today.
Fucking Paintball.
Fucking Paintball. Well, it's actually just normal paintball.
Fuck.
So.
This movie, it's meh.
It's
a little bit above
Yeah.
It's almost
It's close to alright, so give me 1 fucking minute and...
Alright, 1 fucking minute on the clock and fucking plot.
Fucking plot. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so the movie fucking opens up and they're in this truck and it looks like they're being deployed to like Iraq or something like that. Actually, there's a YouTube fucking video before that.
Yeah, there was a fucking... Yeah.
Whatever, fucking YouTube video.
We'll talk about that in a second.
And it's about this paintball thing. So then they're going in, they fucking look like they're being deployed to fucking Iraq. But then they find out it's all just a fucking paintball arena. So then they're going around playing paintball, all fun and games. And then this one guy gets fucking shot with a real fucking bullet. And suddenly it's like, whoa, everything's fucking different now. People are like, fuck, what's going on? Fucking shit. So then they're all running around. People are getting killed fucking left and right. They're just dropping dead like flies. And they're just trying to figure out who the fuck is doing this. And eventually it comes down in the end to a standoff between this one fucking girl and the fucking assassin guy. And they're doing this for the benefit of some organization who likes watching like fucking gladiator fights. I don't really know what that was all fucking about. But yeah, so then they fight to the death. And it's a pretty fucking standard survival horror film. Really.
Pretty much here's the fucking idea when it comes down to the whole fucking mess that is this movie. Think Battle Royale meets fucking Hunger Games meets fucking Saw meets Hostel meets Predator meets every goddamn torture porn and every goddamn survival movie in the last 10 years.
Like I said, it's just fucking survival horror. That's all it is.
It's, to be fucking honest, it's the fucking most dangerous game. Again.
We were fucking looking at some film. What was it? The Hunt.
Yeah. The Hunt is done by, we were just debating on what movie we're going to do tonight, and we were torn between 2 fucking films. This one.
And one called Gore.
Gore, G-O-R.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get to it.
We decided not to do that film because we don't have a fucking clue about the book series it's based off of, and that's where the majority of the criticism for that movie comes from. It's from the fucking fanatics who are in love with the books.
I wouldn't say fucking fanatics, but yeah.
Well, some of them are. But at the same time, then you have that with every fucking book series.
Fucking continue, come on.
But the thing is, overall...
The
Hunt was done by the guy who did fucking Children of the Corn.
And then it looked like the same fucking movie from the trailer we watched.
Yeah, basically. Except
they had real fucking guns.
And they also had cameras, in the fucking movie, but we're not even getting... Maybe we'll do The Hunt on some other episode.
Alright, so... Let's go over, I guess, the fucking characters. Now, we have to talk
about... Or the lack thereof.
We have to talk about all the fucking characters at once.
There's a lot of characters.
How
many fucking characters?
They must have started with at least 7 or 8.
Yeah, there's at least 8 characters, I think, right off the bat.
None of them are fucking memorable.
None. I don't even remember. I don't even really remember any of their names.
I remember David.
Only
because...
And I remember Dan. Because he's the assassin.
Dan's the assassin.
Dan the assassin. Fucking terrifying name. But, alright, so...
Alright, so, I guess what really...
No build-up. Alright, well, the characterization of the whole fucking thing is based on this one little YouTube promo video that they show right in the beginning.
Right, they're just sitting there, like, it looks like it's, what's his name? Oh, God, the internet's gonna kill me. That one meme that happened a while back. It's like, nope, something. Oh, God, the internet's gonna kill me.
But the internet will kill us all.
It was a standard fucking commercial where it was just like, it looked like a cheesy, almost like 90s commercial. That's kind of what this looked like. It was just a guy in, like, full army suit, and the girl behind him, and also in full army.
The girl just kept, like, fidgeting and fucking, like, wiping her nose and shit.
And they were just saying, like, come on fucking down to the paintball warehouse or whatever it was called. It was Red Bull. Red Bull paintball. They were like, come on fucking down, have some fucking fun. And then a bunch of people signed up. And apparently it's like a sign up and then they just drop you in the fucking middle of the course and you gotta...
It's in Russia, by the way.
No, I don't fucking
Even
know
though...
where it is.
No, because the guy who's fucking... who does the promo, like, he has the worst goddamn Russian accent.
He ain't Russian.
I don't even know all of the nationalities of all the characters because their accents are either like
There was
some
an
of them-
American.
There was definitely an American.
Was
he
a
was the fat
Spaniard.
fuck.
Oh, yeah.
The American was the fat fuck that complained all the time.
Go back to our fucking Far Cry video, alright? And you saw
Yeah.
how Uwe Boll hated fucking Americans.
I don't know.
This guy got carried over.
Yeah, I don't know if he necessarily fucking hates Americans, but in that movie, he definitely made it look like he did. Yeah, this guy is seriously a carryover from Uwe Boll's America.
I mean, admittedly, he was the only guy who was voicing, like, real fucking concerns. Because once people started dying, he was like, why the fuck are we still doing this? We should just fucking run. Fuck, guys, come on. But it was just the way he fucking said it that made you hate him.
Yeah, that's how it was with a lot of the stupid characters
Oh,
in this. Because, like, alright, the one fucking thing that annoyed us about the movie the most is the fucking shouting.
You are in the middle of a fucking paintball course, alright? Not terribly large. There are another fucking team somewhere.
Well, no, it's
throughout the
supposed to
map.
be big. It's supposed to be like
Right.
it's supposed to be like one of the biggest fucking like paintball courses in Europe and whatnot.
Point is, there's another fucking team somewhere on the map. You don't fucking know where they are. Normally, you would just, like, do your little hand signal fucking shit for Navy SEALs, whatever. Not these guys. Oh, no!
You go that way, and you fucking go that way!
What the fuck is going on?
And then the fucking funny thing is, later on in the movie, he does do the whole hand
Yeah,
signal
he
thing very fucking... I'm like, where was that when you actually fucking needed it? Basically. And it was long, too. It lasted for like a good 30 seconds, and he just kept doing it. I'm like...
It was probably fucking accurate.
It probably was. I'm like, I have no idea what you're fucking saying, but apparently everyone else does.
Yeah.
So why didn't you use that before? Why didn't you guys use that when you guys were under fire? You were under fire from the other team and the assassin at the same time, and you're just like, go for cover!
Alright, let's fucking wrap up character development. Nobody gets it, except for the one character, David, who ends up being that fucking asshole who is like, alright, we're gonna survive, I'm gonna be the last one. Push you into the death trap.
Yeah, he turns into a fucking dick for no reason.
Yeah.
And forgive me for this because I don't remember the name. He's like that really insane kid that's in Battle Royale. That he was one of the surviving champions from the previous years, and he's just a fucking psycho now. So he's going there, and he actually kind of enjoys it. Because you can see on his face, for paintball, like, you can see on his fucking face that he was smiling half the time he was doing this shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, when did you turn into a psycho? This was originally a paintball course, right?
Exactly. Okay, well, we'll get to that in a fucking second. So, right now, what I want to talk about is just, like, the pacing issues in the beginning and end.
Yeah.
Okay, so the pacing issues in the beginning, they are introduced. All the characters are fucking introduced.
At once.
Yeah, they're just like, you are this guy. You're the sniper. You're the cover fire. You're the commander.
Yeah, it was the
you're
laziest
fifth.
form of exposition I've seen besides just an overall text crawl.
And you couldn't fucking understand it because it's over this speaker thing, and he's speaking with a fucking thick yet fake Russian accent. So it's very confusing as to who everyone is.
And this is another fucking thing, just cut in for a second. It's just that the sound,
Oh, yeah.
everyone talks at the same fucking level. And everyone is shouting all the time at once. So you never have an idea who's talking and why.
Right. Towards the end of the fucking movie, like, they start splitting up, and
Yeah.
once people are dead, you're able to hear, like, one person talk, because it's more of a fucking conversation going on. But when it's all 8 or 7 or however fucking many of them at once, just trying to all talk over each other, just fucking shouting back and forth, you can't hear anyone in the end. It's okay, but like I was saying, pacing issues. They are introduced. They're dropped off in the middle of fucking nowhere. They walk for not that far to the first flag. It's like a capture 6 flag sort of thing. That's the whole point of it. That's how you win, I guess. And they start getting fucking fired at by the enemy team. And it's like, okay, well, that's how paintball fucking works. I mean, the enemy team moved really quickly, but still. And then they're pinned down in this fucking bus. And then they get out of the bus later on, as soon as like tear gas grenades or something.
What? It was smoke grenades.
Smoke something.
And one of the characters was like, they must have brought it from home. And like, to be honest, actually, if you think about it in their context, that probably was legitimate, like, reason of thought. Up until that point, it was relatively believable how they were approaching it. It wasn't really.
It was moving pretty fucking fast, though.
It was way too fast.
Like,
we didn't know any of the characters, and all they were. The most amount of character development we had at the beginning before that point was the fact that the American guy was fat, slow, and jet lagged.
Everyone else was already... First off, everyone else was, like, ready. They're pumped. They're fucking getting all their gear ready. The American's sitting asleep on the bench. They have to slap him awake. That was strike 1. Strike 2, everyone's running a fucking head and just like, all right, guys, we're gonna fucking do this. We're gonna take these guys out. You, I need you there. Where's that one guy? And the Americans run up behind. Guys, fuck it. Okay, fuck it.
It's like, who made you the fucking leader? Can you read a topographical map?
Yeah, it's... okay, and that was...
Since when did you know how to read a topographical map?
But then the...
Mr. Eagle Scout?
The next thing that happens is they get off the fucking bus, and they use, like, the same shot to show they get
off
the bus.
This is fucking annoying. Like, the shots... Now, alright. This is before anybody starts either getting realistically shot at or fucking killed. Mm-hmm. Now, it happens right after the fucking fact, which I still think is way too fast. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, there's no tension. None whatsoever. Because they're all paintballs.
Right. Well, that's part of what I'm leading into. So they're all fucking getting off the bus. They're using, like, the same shot over and over again just to show they're getting off the bus. I mean, it's not the exact same shot. They're showing different fucking people get off the bus.
It's the same angle.
It's the same angle. It's a tracking shot. We'll get to his long shot.
We'll get to the cinematography in a sec.
And this one girl is walking, and just boom, fucking headshot. Well, no, this one guy's walking, shot to a fucking bulletproof vest.
Yeah, that was the first thing about the first flag.
And
they pick up a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, and they see like, fuck,
it's real ammo.
It's fucking real. Everyone run! After
this just having that sound effect is like boom, headshot.
But this is it. That's when everyone starts screaming, and they just don't know. Hey, the guy's actually using real fucking bullets. Maybe we should shut the fuck up.
Now, initially, them, like, fucking screaming and whatnot over the fact that it's real ammo is a legitimate fact. Mm-hmm. But they don't fucking stop. Mm-hmm. They don't stop for, like, a good 40 minutes. And they just keep shouting. I'm like, alright, so there's someone fucking tracking you. And there's someone tracking you like a real fucking sniper. And you are just announcing your presence to the world.
There's one part where they reach the edge of the fucking, like, map, I guess, and there's an electrified barbed wire fence. And the one girl, I guess she's signaling for someone over on the other fucking side of the fence, but she literally is screaming at the top of her fucking lungs, "We're over here!"
Yeah, and then she almost falls over and pukes up on a dead body.
Yeah, you know, it happens. But,
it's just, like, these characters, like, David and I were just fucking saying through the movie, it's like, shut up!
Once more people started fucking dying, it got better.
Yeah, because
they realized, A, we have to shut up, and B, there's not enough people there that we have to shout over each other.
Oh, here's another thing, too. There's only one black guy.
And he lives.
And he fucking is he's the last casualty in the movie.
Besides Dan the Assassin.
Let's
talk about him. We never actually got to the assassin character. We talked about all the rest of the characters.
Well, hold on, but the funny thing is, though, I can't even remember the black guy's name.
He had a name?
We'll just call him Token.
Okay.
He's the Token black guy. And so the thing is like, he, is one of the smartest people in the fucking group. He's the first person in the entire movie to say shut up to the whiny American character. Yeah. And I'm like, and also the black guy I definitely think he's an American too, because he definitely had an American accent.
I don't know. It seemed a little.
Then again, at the same time, everyone's fucking shouting, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
But like he's the smartest person, and then the first thing that happens is they come across a whole bunch of like paintball ammo, but it's acid.
Holy fucking shit.
And he puts it in his gun to test it, and it's apparently too big, and it backfires and hits him right in the face. And the gore effects in this movie are not bad, but we'll get to that in a sec. And then, of course, the half of his face is, burned out with, like, the fucking acid and whatnot. He's basically like a black Two-Face. We'll just call him Blackface. We did Sandy Hook. We are fucked forever. And so, like, he's the last fucking person to die of the original group, and also he's killed off screen. He's killed in the dark.
He's killed in the dark. They go to nighttime at one fucking point.
And the night lasts for
talk about cinematography. We need to get there. But first, Dan the Assassin.
Yeah, Dan the Assassin.
Dan the Assassin, badass for like the first 2 acts, ruined in the third act.
And it's the very beginning of the third act where he's ruined, too.
Yeah, because he's killed every fucking other person.
And you never see him fully, actually at all.
Not until the
one of the last shots in the movie. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is, it's done like fucking Predator. It's all with thermal vision. He has a thermal vision goggles, and it's all done from his point of view whenever he's around, except for when he's sneaking up on a character. You see him out of focus in the background, which is
very fucking creepy.
It's very creepy. It's the only times that there's even mild tension in the fucking movie.
But again, we'll get to that. But no, and then towards the third act, he's just like, as far as we can tell character-wise, he's just fucking getting cocky, and he's... Okay, you just did zip, and I said cocky, so that's obviously a mistake.
Yeah. It was like literally like they were trying to say, this character's cocky, and he whips out his dick and pisses.
Yeah. And
we see from his point of view, so we see thermal imaging piss.
Yeah, and he's just like fucking wasting shots, just like trying to scare one of the fucking last people. It's just... He's not fucking terrifying as he was before, because there was the death right before that, not right before that, but the last visible death that we fucking saw, he was taking, like, mines, little landmines, sticking it under this guy's bulletproof vest and just, like, stepping on them, causing, like, acid or some shit to spray over.
Yeah, so he's
that
literally...
was, like, sadist.
And he did it twice, so he's fucking, like, eating away at this guy's inside after he already slit his jugular.
That was badass, and then he just starts taking piss. We're like, why are you fucking...
And that, the one thing that really, like, kind of fucking pissed me off about it, but, like, what really fucking pissed me off about it is the fact of the matter is, it's a completely unrealistic character arc. He's not given any build-up before. You can see how much that he's a bit of a sadist, in a way, because, like, one of the first, like, deaths that he literally rigs up is a guy who's caught in a snag on his foot, and he's being hoisted up in the air. And when he cuts him loose, he has his paintball gun right beneath him, and he literally is impaled on it. And a lot of the gore effects are used with the thermal imaging, so they're able to get away with a lot of stuff.
All you see is just bright white.
Yeah, but at the same time, because our mind automatically goes to that fucking point, it works. I mean, like, the effects, the actual gore effects in this movie aren't bad at all. Especially the acid shot, but it's mainly also due to the cinematography. We'll get to that at the end.
No, we better do cinematography now. We're running out of time.
Well, okay, fine.
All right, so cinematography.
The one redeeming fact about this movie is also one thing that fucking kills it.
I don't see how it kills it.
It helps.
It helps. Yeah.
All right.
So cinematography, fucking beautiful.
The first 2 acts. Nothing but long takes.
Long takes, far away scenery fucking shots.
Yeah, like, and if anybody knows my taste in movies, like, I'm a Kubrick, Tarkovsky, Haneke guy. I love long takes. I love really nice tracking shots and whatnot. And there are some of these shots that go on for like 5 fucking minutes.
This is the antithesis of Bourne series.
I mean, the Bourne movies are very, very fast-paced.
Exactly.
Cuts.
Whereas, like, it's a cut every 10 seconds or so. This one, it may go 30 fucking seconds, a minute. 3 minutes, I think, was one of them of no cuts and just moving around with the fucking characters.
There was this one shot in the fucking movie that one of the characters that escaped from them originally from the other team, they had cornered him, and they fucking shot paintballs to put him into submission, and they were arguing amongst each other on what to do with him and whatnot, and the camera stayed far away. And then finally, when the tension was mounting, when one of the guys was it David, I think
David.
He pulled out the machete that they had found, and he was like threatening the guy with it, and it got really close into where you can only see the fucking machete. So when he starts stabbing the guy, all you see is the blood and gore hanging off the blade. And I didn't even realize it was pushing in until we were literally right up on his arm. I'm like, that was a pretty good fucking shot.
Like you said, cinematography was great. It looked good until we got to the night part.
The night part, and then everything after that just kind of got lazy.
Yeah. It's like they were just pushing through the last 20 fucking minutes of it.
And also, that's the last thing about the last 20 minutes of it. There seems to be major parts missing from the fucking movie.
Right.
But cute, at least 5-minute chunks.
Jump cut.
Yeah, and how did they get there? Wasn't this 20 minutes away from them?
There was one fucking point where she was looking for a door to this one castle thing. She's like, where the fuck is it?
Yeah, this isn't.
And then she cuts and she's inside a castle. It's like, oh.
Yeah, this isn't Cabin in the Woods. This is Castle in a Forest.
There you go.
It literally is, because you have a bunch of people watching this take place.
Alright, so, like you were saying, cinematography. But I understand what he's saying.
It is all shaky cam.
Well, yeah, but that's just, it works with the,
It works, but at the same time, it can be annoying, because especially with some of the shot. Now, the one thing is, though, way too much wide. Way too many
that's what I was going to say.
Wide shots.
Jumping in on me.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck all of you!
When it came down to the issue of why we weren't engaged with the characters, why we weren't fucking engaged in the story, why we weren't engaged at all, it's because of all the fucking wide shots. We aren't close to the fucking action. Maybe it's supposed to symbolize how we're like the fucking organization who's looking in on it or something.
Or you can feel a sense of real isolation because of where they're at.
Whatever the fuck they're going to, it's not good for such a high-tension story that they're trying to fucking sell.
No.
I need to be in the fucking action in order to feel tension.
One of the things that are really, is really effective about, the Bourne series, let's just say that, because a lot of the cinematography is very similar. A lot of handheld, a lot of very shaky handheld for that matter, but you can still tell what's going on.
Most of the fucking
time. But the thing is, with the Bourne movies that really got it clocked down is that they knew they had a very good balance between close-up, medium, and wide. And they didn't use wide shots. They used wide shots to fucking establish setting, to establish the background extras, the basically setting, mood, and purpose. That is what they were meant to do. It's the master shot. And they got into intercutting and whatnot to make the tension fucking more intense. Mm-hmm. These scenes, now, the only time that I ever felt a little bit of tension is the scenes where there was up close on one of the main protagonists, and you see Dan the assassin in the background out of focus.
That's just general horror.
Yeah, and also it was very well done. It was very well framed. It was well focused.
One particular shot, I know this kind of goes back to the fucking cinematography, but they have one of the girls, she, for whatever reason, is kept alive temporarily, and she stands up, you see the fucking hunter assassin, you see Dan standing there, and then just a little fucking turn or something like that, and then as soon as they turn back, no more than 10 seconds later, it's just fucking gone. No sounds, no nothing. And that's where the long shots really fucking work.
Yeah.
Where it's building up this tension, but it's so in there, it's so close that you're like, fuck.
It's because it's the use of manipulative perspective.
Right.
And that's the fucking great thing about it, is because whoever did those shots knew exactly how to do them. But you can't use it for everything. And then in the third act of the movie, they abandon the entire scheme entirely.
And just fast cut,
very fast cuts, and also very fast cuts that are not very interesting either. Where in the long takes beforehand, they had to make it interesting to keep your attention. Though we weren't feeling any fucking tension about the scene, we still were interested at least to see where it was going, what would possibly happen. At the last act of the movie, I stopped fucking caring.
Yeah.
And then the end. Somebody watched The fucking Descent because it was The fucking Descent.
They were going along these fucking train tracks. And it was just a long fucking shot. Like
After
always.
she had been let go, found a car, you
Yeah.
know, all that kind of shit.
Something or another happened. And then, as they came close to the girl, she just turned around, screamed at the camera, and then cut to black. It's like, okay.
Now, everyone who is a huge fan of old, early 80s, late 70s horror films would know that comes from the fucking Evil Dead.
Yeah. You don't even have to be a fan of the fucking...
Yeah,
You just have to fucking see Evil Dead.
Yeah, you just need to recognize that barreling shot. And they don't have a lot of barreling camera movements in this. But at the end of the movie, we're both like, what?
Yeah, we had no fucking idea what that
It's
meant.
like, what the fuck was that?
At first I thought maybe it could have been like fucking... She's taken over as like their assassin within the organization. Because Dan's fucking dead. And he was working with the organization. I thought maybe that could be it. But then I realized she took a fucking car and left. So, no.
Just nothing about the ending made fucking sense. Because there was no continuity. There's nothing that got from one point to the other. The Descent worked. Because it was very, very well put together. This movie is fucking not.
Right. Well, is there anything else you can fucking think to cover?
I mean, the one thing is I can say about this fucking movie is that it did have promise. It is shot wonderfully to a certain degree. It really is. It has a lot of potential in the cinematography. The focus on the sound should have been a lot more. There should have been a lot more setting, because whenever you see like people who are like the one American guy who ends up getting strapped by bear claws to a table, you don't even realize the shit was happening. Oh, not bear claws, bear traps, sorry.
Yeah.
Bear claws. Oh, pastries. He's a fat fuck. Of course he will eat it. But the thing is like, yeah, it's like he's trapped by bear traps to a table. And I think actually one of his legs or his arms is like chopped off or something like that. But the thing is, you don't realize he's even on the fucking thing until like the end of the scene and they cut away. Mm. There's no setting. There's nothing whatsoever. And also, when long shots are needed, they cut way too close in. Mm-hmm. And the editing is way too haphazard, and it just doesn't fucking work.
As for my final fucking thoughts, I mean, I think what it really fucking came down to was engagement. Mm-hmm. I wasn't engaged. Everything... The fact that these fucking characters didn't have a proper introduction that made me care about them, the fact that they jumped way too fucking fast into the action, and the fact that I wasn't a part of the action. I was kept at a safe distance in these wide, long shots.
This isn't Inglourious Bastards.
I didn't fucking care about what happened to any of these characters. Once they started getting more whittled down, I cared slightly more, to the point where it was the final fucking confrontation.
Only because the extra meat had been trimmed.
Exactly. When we got down to the final fucking confrontation, I was like, okay, it's that fucking girl, that fucking guy.
And also, I didn't even see that fucking girl coming as the last character, because she was barely spotlighted on in the entire rest of the fucking movie until she was the last character.
That's really what it fucking is. Once a character gets spotlighted on, they're fucking dead. Except for David, who lasts throughout majority of it, and then gets fucking killed because he's a cocky asshole.
Yeah, and that's the fucking thing about it. And also, there was setup. There was a setup between him and Dan, which was supposed to be like this, like, big, like, fight between the two of them. Dan had a boning knife, and David had a machete. Oh, yeah. And Dan took him down with one swipe.
They're like, all right, you ready?
And also, then that's
gonna fucking go.
Yeah,
we're gonna fucking go. And...
Yeah, like, it was that quick, too. It literally was in the space of 5 seconds with, like, at least, how many minutes of build-up?
At least 3.
3 to 5, yeah. Like, somewhere around that. Like
5 seconds, 5 minutes of build-up. It's fucking...
And then you spend, like, an extra 2 to 3 minutes just watching Dan abuse the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's where the torture fucking porn comes in.
Yeah, I mean, and at the same time, it's censored to a degree that you know it's there. Your imagination fills in the rest of the gaps. And that, when it comes down to horror films, the horror of implication sometimes is stronger. But at the same time, with the constant use of the thermal vision, it fucking doesn't work. Yeah. it neuters the violence. It doesn't make it provocative to the point where your imagination can make up the fucking rest. It just neuters it. It makes it flaccid, passive.
Do you know what the rating to this movie was?
Nah.
Okay, no.
Oh, the rating?
Oh, wait, it had like 18 on it. It was filmed in fucking Spain, so
yeah,
it didn't have
like
American.
It had the 18 rating on it. I mean, the cover looks like a fucking video game.
Well, yeah, I guess let's... Alright, as you...
Oh, and that's the funny thing is, too, this movie's supposed to take place in Russia. It was entirely filmed in Spain. These are the same guys who apparently... This was done by the same company who owns the rights to The Machinist, which is a really good fucking movie from the guy who directed... Brad Anderson, who directed Session 9.
Right. But, as you probably fucking noticed over the course of this review, we have been saying fuck a lot.
A fucking lot.
Fucking lot. That's because, as we mentioned before, the characters were fucking screaming the whole time. Well, they weren't just fucking screaming script, they were fucking screaming expletives the whole time as well.
And their favorite word was fuck.
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 So, in honor or parody of them, we decided to do the fucking same. And, you know what? I'm curious, man. I think, here, for your benefit and for mine, over the course of this review, we have said fuck this many times. That ain't that bad.
It's not bad.
It's not fucking bad at all.
It's not bad compared to our movies, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know what? The true fucking thing about this is how many fucks we gave.
Good night, everybody.
Some more, it's tricky. And girls enjoy, they feel so lucky. Loving is